Alright, so I've let that cool down. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is, nice and crunchy, I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Good night. Good night. I'm going to go ahead and put it in a bag. And then, I think I'm going to put it in the freezer. Put it in there like maybe 30 minutes. You don't have to, but I want to do it so it can be crispier. And I'm going to go ahead and then blend it up. So let me go ahead and grab a bag. I'm going to go ahead and put it on in. Then I'm just going to place it in the freezer. I recommend for at least 30 minutes. If you want to skip that step, you really can. And then some say, you know, you have oil on your hands, so it's better to use plastic gloves when you're touching it. So I recommend that, even though I'm not doing it. So I'm putting it inside of a bag. And because I'm planning on squishing this up, now for this right here, if I wanted to, I could just bag it like this and kind of get as much air of it out. I would be using a freezer bag, and then what I could do is just use this, and I could put this inside of soups and whatever, because all you have to do is just put water with it and it'll rehydrate back. But I'm not going to do that. I'm planning on making a powder out of it. So I'm mashing it up so I can be able to fit a little more in it, because I'm planning on breaking it up in my Vitamix. But you don't have to have a Vitamix, that's just what I'm using. You definitely can use your food processor or anything that you can just to be able to use to grind it up into a powder. Crunching it up. Get as much of it in there as I can. Just put it on in. And stuff is falling down. I don't know if you can tell, but down below I have the tray here. The lid that closes it. Oops, I did drop some there because I moved. I have it right under it, so that I'm using it kind of like a little plate. So that what I drop, I can go ahead and scoop it right back up and put it right back in here. So put it back in. And like one thing you could be able to do, like if I did want to use this in the form that it's in, because it's not too crumbled up, it'll return back to the form that it was. You can easily put it inside of your crock pot, and it'll go ahead and rehydrate and cook with your food. So if you do decide you want to do that, again, put it inside of a Ziploc bag. Go ahead and put it in a freezer bag or storage bag. And don't crump it up like I'm doing, you know. And just put it in with your soups, in your stews, in your crock pots. And it'll go ahead and reconstitute back, and it'll be, you know, it'll cook with it, which is awesome. Now, I could crumple it more, which I just did, but I'm going to go ahead and grab another bag. Just going to seal that one up, put it aside. Let me grab another one. Let's put these in. And even though this is so much, I think with the powder, because a lot of times I put it with my food, I haven't been doing that because I've ran out. Like with everything I make, I just add it in there with it. Like for example, I had made nachos and chili. I just sprinkle some of the powder in it. Because like the big companies that sneak in the trans fat, for what purpose, I have no idea. I sneak in healthy stuff. please don't give me grief about the gloves. I know I should be wearing gloves. Ugh, look in there, rip the bag. So, let me go ahead and bag up the rest of it. Let me put this in here since the bag rips. There we go. Cheap bags. But it's okay, because this isn't where it's going to stay, and I'm going to keep this inside of my mason jars. So it's perfectly fine. Another thing too is the way I stacked it, not recommended, but my Excalibur can hang with it. I had the good for you, and I definitely couldn't have done that in this. Well, I couldn't have done what I did here in the Excalibur with that. But, you know, you use what you can afford. I found this on Craigslist, and I paid $75. Can you believe it? $75 for this. You can find some really good stuff on Craigslist. And the catch was the person didn't want to clean it, I guess. And she said that she had bought the Excalibur just so she could be able to make cat food for her cat or for her dog. And she had cooked liver with it. She put liver in it. She put liver in it to make treats. So when I got it, it was clean. It wasn't disgusting or nothing like that. But all I did was just clean it. Clean it really good. And this thing rocks. I'm so glad I got it. What a blessing. So I'm just going to get the rest of it out. So I'll probably lift up this part right here and then kind of dump it in. You know, take the tray off and then get the rest of it. So I won't let you see that, but we'll be back, okay? Let me just get the rest of it.